A while back, I tried to go over a wall in Minecraft, and I got brutally modeled for it. Twice. See, the wall I tried to go over belonged to Asterlsks, a robot on our server who's become kind of infamous for their murderous tendencies. Which isn't always a bad thing. For example, they're always down for a friendly spar.
No weapons in the fantasy Costco. No weapons in the fantasy Costco.
I'm not using a weapon.
But yeah, no weapons in the fantasy Costco.
But it becomes a bit more of an issue when they decide to, say, murder anyone who goes past a wall that only partially exists and also blocks off the entirety of the closest dark oak forest. I need my dark oak wood, okay? It's essential for my mental and physical well-being, and also my builds. Now, after these first two models, I was in a bit of a pickle. See, the server I'm playing on, Haven SMP, has some weird respawn rules, but at this time in history, none of us actually knew those rules existed. So I was under the impression that this was just a normal survival Minecraft server, and that meant there was no way to permakill Asterlsks. They'd just respawn again and again and again, which meant I needed to find another way to neutralize this threat. And how do you find the person's weakness? Well, the first step is simply to talk to them. So I hopped into a voice call with Asterlsks and started having a polite conversation with them. Asterlsks, hello!
Hello, do you need anything?
Hi, I was actually looking for you. I realized we haven't spoken much. And I was with, Gwen and Moth, yesterday, and we were exploring some things, and it kind of reminded me of what Oz was saying about how all of us really need to embrace the whole friendship thing and, really get to know and trust each other, and how actually, talking to people apparently is essential to that. So what's been taking up most of your attention, besides the wall? Have you been expanding the wall, by the way, for all the other places that are apparently covered by the wall? Because you mentioned that the wall is more of a concept.
I am to protect the area around the village and keep others from invading their privacy.
Why didn't you just build a wall around the village then?
The island is rather small and isolated. I didn't think that others would try to breach it.
But why was the island Jackdaw on a problem? I can see it might be a problem if I'm there since I could fly down, but as you mentioned, Jackdaw doesn't, Jackdaw has wings, but she can't use them, so why would that be a problem?
From what I understand of Jackdaw, they were likely speaking to you over their communicator and coordinating with you based on how they were staring into where the village was when you were there. So I put two and two together and figured that they were the reason you were back there in the first place.
But would you have done the same thing if Jackdaw had been at your house, looking over the wall with a spyglass, or in the village?
No, I would not have. I did not feel comfortable with them being in that location. It seemed like a security risk.
Oh, so it was kind of an adaptive thing.
Yes. So why did you come up to me today?
I told you, I wanted to speak with you. I wanted to get to know you better. I think we're very similar, the two of us. Because you're meant to serve, right?
Correct.
And so am I. See? Similar.
I think our functions are different.
Well, what's your function then?
I'm meant to perform a variety of tasks. Combat is one of them, but it is not my only function.
Mm-hmm.
I am also meant to build, to construct, to gather resources as needed.
Mm-hmm.
I was the prototype of what was meant to be a mass-produced line of robots. So my functions are very generalized. However, I am meant to be very efficient and relatively competent.
Do you have like a self-destruct feature for like if something happens, you're shut down and like you're put in a position where you couldn't stop someone else from looking in your hardware?
Not to my knowledge, but I assure you that I will fight tooth and nail if any attempts are made.
But how are you supposed to like protect yourself if you're shut down? If you're shut down, like I don't know, if you run out of power or if I don't know, some EMP or something goes off, how do you protect the company secrets then? Because you can't do anything.
I won't run out of power, and I am resistant to EMTs.
What about your amethyst? You mentioned that's your fuel, right?
Correct.
But you can survive on other stuff.
Yes, I can take energy from organic food, however I prefer not to.
If you were taking energy from organic food, would that make you more vulnerable?
Can you please restate the question?
If you were taking energy from organic food, would that make you like more vulnerable to, I don't know, some kind of thing? I don't know, one of the things that normally wouldn't shut you down?
It is just rather uncomfortable.
Interesting.
I do not have the same ability to digest as you organics do. So it just sits within my body until I find some other way to dispose of it.
What if
rotting bread and potatoes is not the most hygienic thing?
That's fair. That conversation was less fruitful than I'd hoped for. But hey, we had a solid starting point. Stars grows the amethyst that they eat on their house. So if we could destroy their food source, we'd be striking a major blow against them. Luckily, I'd recently created a creeper farm, which meant that with a bit of AFKing, I'd have all the gunpowder I could ever want. In that gunpowder, plus a little systematic destruction of a nearby desert, would get me exactly what I needed for this mission: a ton of TNT. But I would need more than just TNT to destroy Stars' food source. I would need some allies too. I knew I already had one ally, as the two of us had already decided together that we needed to take action regarding Stars. This ally was Jackdaw, who had been my partner in crime when going over Stars' wall originally, and therefore had first-hand experience with how murderous Stars could get. But unfortunately, the two of us probably wouldn't be enough to take Stars down. After all, Stars was one of the best PvPers on the server, and while we had a hunch that a man named Deep Sweet might be related to all of this, we had no idea who was truly backing Stars up, or who would take their side. I did have two more probable allies I could recruit though. First up was August. Now, August was debatably friends with Stars, but they also had been the first person to go over the wall, and therefore, Stars' very first victim. While I personally didn't trust August that much, when I'd spoken with them a little bit earlier, they'd been a bit too willing to betray their former friend for my taste. Assistance was still assistance, and as long as August's actions were helping me, I could work with anything else. The second person I recruited was Amber. Now, right before I first met Amber, they also had an interaction with Stars in their wall that ended with Amber dying. Like, a lot. More than just a couple of times. So, I figured they might be down to join us, and Jackdaw and I went to speak to them. They agreed that something needed to be done. However, it's important to note that neither August nor Amber agreed to blow up Stars' food source. The two of them were simply interested in finding out what was behind the wall. But that was okay, because I had a plan forming, and my plan would hopefully end with all of us happy, or at least satisfied. Now, before I took any more action, I figured I should go to Jackdaw and get her A-okay with it. After all, Jackdaw was kind of the boss of the whole operation, and things had been tense on the server ever since the disappearance of another server mate, Moth. Hello?
Navn?
Hi. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. So, stuff, things, talking. Now, my discussion with her turned a little bit heated. Oh, we need to do something about that. Like, if someone's plotting.
Yes.
Then it's about time that we do something to make sure that, like, they know that, like, oh, they haven't just, like, won everything. Like, get them a little bit antsy. Encourage them to mess up.
Mm-hmm. I don't want you putting yourself in danger.
I won't be. I won't be. Listen, we can't die permanently, okay? Stalls is fun, but every time, okay, there has been one time I've fought stalls where I've been actually, like, ready for the encounter. You know, where I haven't been incredibly surprised. That one time was the first time I met stalls, okay? That was when we were told not to fight in your fantasy Costco, okay?
Yes.
That, I don't think that one time is a good executor of, you know, my own skill against Stalls'. And, like, if Stalls could figure out a way to kill me permanently, okay, then kudos to Stalls. Like, that's impressive. No one here has died permanently. You know? I think I'd be fine.
No, it's not that I don't trust your competence, Navn. It's a delicate situation because if we want to get any more information out of sleep, then continuing to push the wall issue is, I think, only going to get in our way.
Cozying up to sleep, I don't think is going to help us if we die first. Like, I don't think he's going to be necromancing anytime soon.
No.
Maybe I'm wrong.
No, I don't know. I don't know.
But eventually, Jackdaw gave me permission to act. Well, information gathering.
Right.
Like, if we want information, like, we've gotten to the point where, like, some amount of force is required for information gathering, but once we have that information...
What sort of, what do you have in mind?
Just, like, showing, like, them that, like, we do actually, like, mean business, that we all prepared to, like, actually go. And, like, you know, actually just going, like, behind the wall again.
You forget about the wall, Navn!
Okay,
the wall doesn't matter!
If we're looking for information...
It's not that I'm trying to appease sleep or stars. I'm not scared of them.
I didn't say anything about that.
I'm trying to be strategic. I'm trying to be smart about this so that we maximize our options. I don't care about the wall. If it can all go to hell for all I care. You got TNT? Just everywhere. I don't, it's not going to change the fact that Moth is gone.
Well, it was close enough to permission, anyway. I'm sure permission is what she meant, really deep down. After that, I went and I got August. And after a bit of negotiation, we went to Stalls' place to make some secret tunnels to assist us when we attacked their wall.
This is an excessive amount of TNT. Are we going to use it all?
I mean, do you want the wall gone? It's made out of stone.
I mean, I think it would be fun for our creators to have creators.
Out of curiosity, how good are you at placing TNT, just like in general?
I've never done it before.
Oh, that's reassuring. I choose great allies, it seems. Anyway, after making these tunnels, we had a bit of a difference of opinion that may have turned into a bit of a debate that we ended up having while stabbing each other. But that was fine, because August and I had a history of stabbing each other for fun, so this wasn't like alliance breaking or anything. It was just a bit of light murder.
Add in a bit of betrayal, a bit of wavering friendships, a bit of take away some of that blindness from the devotion, and then boom, there's a recipe for instability, a recipe for fun. You could be doing that. That's a perfect relationship for you to play with and entertain yourself with.
But what's fun in that? That's just betrayal. That's boring, ultimately. It's always the same. It's always the same.
Things can fall apart in a million different ways.
And it all has the same ending.
This way with this person.
It all has the same ending, does it not?
Yes, well, everything has the same ending.
Anyway, eventually, August killed me, and I respawned right where I wanted to, in the bunker we had just built, underneath Asterlsks' base. There, I was in the perfect place to cross the next item off my to-do list. And that was rigging the area under Asterlsks' base with 12 stacks of TNT, ready to go off with the simple press of a button. But how did this TNT tie into my plan as a whole? What exactly even was my plan in the first place? Well, this plan was simple. The plan was that Amber, August, and I would attack the wall and blow it up. Amber and August would then be free to do whatever they wanted, such as exploring the village behind the wall. But I, personally, would have another mission. See, once the wall was exploded, I'd break into Asterlsks' house, set off TNT, and get out, because that TNT I set off would then trigger the 12 stacks of TNT I had rigged to blow up under their house. This would explode their house and the mountain it was on, ruining their ability to grow more amethyst, and hopefully exploding any secret chests of amethyst they might have been hiding in their basement. Soon enough, the TNT was set and I was ready. August, Amber, and I met up beforehand, and we snuck over to the secret bunker and secret tunnels that August and I had made under Asterlsks' base. I handed out the TNT, and we headed out to the wall to get started on taking it down.
It's having a good day.
Sneak attack. Actually, why did I think we do a sneak attack? That is the worst
Yeah,
thing
it's me.
that we've ever done. Okay. Whoa, 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 whoa. Ah.
We are blowing this thing off the map as much as we can.
Okay, I think. Okay, whoa, there's a fight. Okay, we need to see what's going on.
Now Asterlsks, as predicted, wasn't alone in defending the wall. They were joined by Bird, who was another one of the best PvPers on the server.
Alright. Here we go. Alright. There goes August. Don't want to know how that one happened. But also not a problem. Ha. Okay, that's good. It's good. Let's quickly hit a few more of these.
I don't know if that's.
Oh,
If that.
Are they also asking you what's going on?
Yeah.
They have been putting messages into the communicator. I think it's just in general, though.
I know. To me personally, I'm their
Into the
favorite.
void.
Still, we carried on, and eventually we were successful in blowing up the wall. And that success meant I could finally take on the true goal of today's mission, blowing Asterlsks' house and their food source to bits.
I thought that blowing up the wall would, I don't know.
What did you think when you
Would do
teamed
what?
up with
Well,
Navn for this? Navn could have gotten you killed. Navn doesn't care if you get killed.
This is kind of a group thing, to be fair. I feel like pinning all of the mother love on me is kind of rude.
I mean, both of you have tried to kill me.
That's just as much of an input on this as you.
I'm sure August does. August, we met and you immediately started trying to kill me, so
I mean, both
I
of
have
you.
some issues with that.
I mean, to be fair, both you, Navn, and August, you have both caused me problems for literally no reason that could have literally gotten me killed.
I also apologize to you for them. I also apologize. I feel like you are really forgetting about that.
Yes, an apology does so much.
Caused me to pass out. The only reason I didn't die is because of sleep.
More problems?
Wait, what happened? You didn't
You-
tell me this.
Yeah, because I was busy trying to reinstate my house and trying to, I don't know,
Alright, part
make sure I
2.
don't pass out again after you filled my house with
I'm not holding a weapon.
part B.
Amber, you went in there?
I didn't know what was going on. I thought it was just a little bit of fire. But no, my entire floor covered by pressure plate melted, passed out in there due to the smoke. The only reason I'm not dead is because of sleep.
Why did you go in there?
Because I didn't think.
Does blowing up my house serve exactly
shit.
in your little plan?
Hang on, this wasn't.
Oh,
This wasn't part of the.
Nolan, how much TNT did you use?
I told you, I had a lot of TNT. You saw that.
Oh my god.
Navn, this wasn't the plan.
This was so much TNT.
I told you. It was about
Yes.
testing people.
Excessive testing.
It's nothing to do with
Oh, not you. Don't worry about it.
There's not.
I'm glad that the destruction of the place I've worked so hard on is something that amuses you.
Oh my
Yeah.
No one's home, Navn.
And
Is it nothing to you?
not really, no.
This was about sending a message, Navn, not like actually. What
I mean,
message
the
did
wall
one
was
of
about the
Stars
message.
send?
What did stars ever do to you? What did I ever do to you? What did these
I was
Model.
assisting you in building something. Would you like this favor returned?
Ah, thank you, of course.
Thank you.
You punched me first.
God.
Navn, where are you?
I'm at spawn, of course. I'm coming back. Don't worry.
Ah, wonderful. Nothing is left here. How much TNT did you use? The entire mountain is gone.
Lots of things.
A fair amount, admittedly. That was kind
I
of
can
the
see
intended
void
goal.
through some of these. Goes beyond an
Destructive
apology.
to the point. I mean, this is.
haven't, though.
I'm not apologizing about this.
Why?
Why? Because. I mean, are we talking about like this? Why?
Just everything. Why?
It is unfortunately necessary.
Why is it necessary?
What is
Why
it
is any of this necessary? Navn,
Alvin, why are you breaking the budding?
why are you?
take 3 guesses.
You're an asshole.
No, not really. That was not actually it. But yes, I am. I'm not gonna
Well-
lie about that.
Where are you?
here at the house. Navin. Stop it! You're giggling while you're destroying someone's property.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sorry. I forgot what property value was such a huge deal here. My apologies.
I'm just gonna get this little corner. It feels weird having it being the only thing not exploded. Hang on.
Thank you.
Oh my god, August!
This is not for you! This is the wall!
Of course.
Initial objective.
Done.
This wasn't. You're great, but this was not about you.
No.
Essentially.
Come back.
This was more about the sleep. Hi, what?
Hi, can I talk to you for a little bit? I'd like to
Sure.
talk to you for a little
Go
bit.
for it. Hit me.
Alone.
Hit me.
Like privately? Like alone? And oh, okay.
That was embarrassing.
Look, Look, I didn't think that when we blow up the wall, we'd blow up Stars' house too. They have nothing to do with this, or they do have something to do with this, but it's not their.
It's not their fault.
Their whole house doesn't equate to a line of a wall. It's just a wall, but you made it about Stars and their house for no reason. Like, why? Why would you do that? And I trusted you.
That
Listen to
sounds
me.
like your
I trust
mistake.
you. There's no reason for you to destroy Stars' house.
I mean,
There's no
Stars
reason.
is unstable, and it was pretty good strike against their food
But
source,
why
but
is it why do you have the authority to say that their house doesn't deserve to exist?
it's not about
Why
their
is that your
house.
job?
It's about them being a danger to the people around them.
You know what? Actually, no.
You haven't exploded somebody's house. If anything,
I have
You
been
literally-
minding my own business, tending to my own property.
You have been
giving
for now.
people
For how
food
long?
Where I can. helping you
Good
with
for
your
you.
building.
You are a real saint.
months.
I haven't done anything to anyone.
Sneak doesn't
I'm not
have the
glitching,
authority.
and I'm working as intended. So
Hey, Navin.
what, pray tell, is the justification here?
Hey, Navin, who blew up a house? You or Stars?
I mean,
think you did that.
obviously, yeah, that was obviously me.
I think you did that.
Yeah,
So,
no, this
Wouldn't
isn't.
that make you more irresponsible than Stars?
Oh no, I'm
Like,
obviously.
to be fair, to Stars, they only attacked when other people attacked first.
Listen, Amber, do you think this was unplanned? This was not me having a wall and being completely out of line about what was, actually counting as behind the wall. This is not me glitching out. This was a pre-planned attack by me. There was no way I could have placed all that TNT.
You could have told us about it. If you told us you were going to blow up Stars' house to oblivion, I wouldn't have joined.
Yeah, exactly. Do you think
probably
there's a
why I
reason I
didn't
might not
tell
have told you?
Well, then maybe that means you shouldn't have done it in the first place.
Okay, Jesus. Right, maybe we can make one of these. Maybe we can... Do not think we can make... Oh, well, guess we're gonna get to Poe in August. Remember what I said earlier about Haven SMP having some weird respawning rules? Yeah, I had just ran face first into one of those rules. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. If you did, Haven SMP's editions are actually open until the end of October of 2022. So if you want to join the server, now is the best time to try your luck. Check in the description for more information regarding applications, and I hope to see one from you.